that was an excellent Jiro Momo fan fiction, and look, and pictures, and oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, what was I doing today? Oh yeah, I was reviewing chapter 207 from My Hero Academia. The chapter that's apparently has officially begun the BakugoxJirou fanfic. It's just me or is something missing? I feel like there's something missing. Who cares, whether it will come back to me. Oh, here it is. So yeah, chapter 207 from My Hero Academia. Let's begin. So, yeah, this chapter is kind of between the two, like, it's part kind of getting reference to what the teachers are thinking, all that, and kind of between the battles, so yeah. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's between the two, and let's just get it. Let's just focus on it. Let's begin with the teachers, and the only thing I can tell with the teachers part and all that is Koshi trying to force us to think the class 1B and 1A are equal? I mean, I'm saying that because that is what I'm feeling like. I mean, for God's sakes, when you have Vlad King, a teacher, basically, can you even call us equal? I mean, the only win was because of Shinsno. I mean, otherwise they would have be 2 wins for my class and one tie. I mean, can you really say class 1A and 1B are equal after that? I would consider the inequality to go with 1A maybe superior to 1B, because I don't know if you remember this, Flatkin, or if you were even informed of this, but Izuku Midoriya sorta kinda faced overhaul in a giant monster form? Yeah, it's a bit weird, to be fair. Like, I get what this arc is supposed to do. It's supposed to get spotlight to Shinsno and to Class 1B, but it seems like Hirokoshi is kinda forcing for us to think of them as equal, which is, or else, like I always state that, Izuku faced overhaul in a giant monster form, going 100%, when the only thing that was guaranteeing him not to die was a little girl who had no control for her quirk, and if she falls off or stops touching it even for a second, he can quite possibly blow up. Again, I feel like Hirokoshi is forcing Dama thoughts at this point with Class 1B being equal to Class 1A. Because that's what I'm beginning to feel from this. But anyways, the other students are a bit pissed off because, dude, how dare you? Dare you and all that. I mean, seriously, and which is merely faithful Kaminari. But then Midnight and All Might comment, wow, he's taking his love from his class a bit too far. Like, jeez, dude, calm down. Then Zao comes over and says, yeah, well, guess what? Are you going to be saying the same things for the real life scenarios? Which, alright, I get that, and to be fair, Aizawa also criticizes his techniques from teaching, but still, I feel like the older Foda in that group, Kaminari feels weird because, to be fair, he come up with a strategy, and to be fair, it was him risking his life to be the bait that really caught the victory for Class 1A. So why is he being chastised? But yes, we cut to Momo, and he is being Alright, if Hirokoshi is going to, Kikoshi, I don't know how you gonna plan to do this, but at this point, I think he's kind of building things up for Nato to copy Zuko's quirk, and for him to be so egotistical that he's gonna go 100% from the start, and he'll fucking have something severely horrible happen. I hope that's what happens right now. Well, it's going to happen in the battle. Nato's gonna touch Izuku, he'll copy his quirk, he'll go full power, because apparently he can master quirks in seconds, while people who have those quirks for most of their lifetime, they have a hard time. But anyways, he'll go use it all 100% and he will fucking bleed. Oh, that would be funny and so deserving. So yeah. Nato calls them troublemakers and he basically insults them where all the other ones who complained to Vladkin, they were like, dude, seriously? And then we got to the battle, and yeah, it's Bakugo's like saying, follow me, you dweebs, you twerps, you punks, you basically whatever insult you can possibly give them. Which we got revealed the plan of Bakugo, and that plan was, I go head first, you guys follow me and do whatever you can to support me, and you ears, use your quirk to tell me where I need to go so I can destroy them. And Jirou, so yeah, the plan is pretty self-explanatory bullshit. How we actually get the explanations for it from all the others. And how even Bakugo isn't exactly following up with that plan because he kind of expects Jirou to find out where they are while they're running all over like headless chickens. Which, Bakugo, you need to learn how to use Jirou in a better way. Because we all know, Jirou is his best girl. How Jirou actually brings up this bullshit fact. So yeah, the problems that the other ones have with their strategy is because we have Jirou. We could kind of win one location. She can listen into things and we'll know a bit about where they are. Or where exactly. Or something else. But with Bakugo, he doesn't have anything and he's like, do what I order. So yeah. They are super incredibly worried. Sato and Sao are like, oh, this fool, if we're losing, we tell his fool, like, ugh. And, he's like that. But Jirou is more like, well, at least he's, at least he's considering us to the plan. And, well, though he's insulting us, at least he's expecting us to do something instead of just sit back and do nothing. Basically, she's trying to make it sound as best as she can, but it's kind of pretty pointless. Now, a bit later, she hears something. She says, or maybe Bakugo hears something. The way it's kind of framed, it seems like Bakugo hears something, and he goes and says, ears, don't, where they are. And Jirou listens and says, you don't have a name, because although her superhero name is Earphone Jack, and her actual name is Jirou, he just calls her ears. Kind of insult, kind of evil. It's, thank God that, if you can imagine if Jirou was self-conscious about her mutation, she would probably be like, alright. Which, to be fair, she's more self-conscious about her hero abilities, but that's besides the point. So she uses her quirk to listen, and we get this show for on her listening to all things. She puts on different, and she's like, oh no, this is not right. It's a trap, or it's a trap. Basically, she realizes, wait a second, these sounds don't sound like for students having different rotations. This sounds more like, more like a separate people, because we found in this chapter that the girl, the Togake, or whatever her name was, the girl that with green hair that's a accommodation student, her quirk allows her to tear her body apart into 50 pieces, and she can move around all over the location since it was making sound. And being a success, we win. very arrogant like seriously, it seems like Class 1B, this plan that Class 1B had, which is admittedly a pretty good plan, was kind of like thinking they could not fail no matter what, but it fails horribly. Well, technically we're gonna find out it fails horribly later in chapter, but who cares, it's really. So yeah, she attacks from, she used her spare body to basically strike all over, make its noise so they'll think they are there, all of them, while in reality they are separated, to strike them when they get combined. So yeah, she uses her body parts to basically slam down, and in this chapter it said that right now she can separate her body in 50 pieces, which makes me wonder how she can fight with a bunch of power. Which makes me think now, if she wasn't a recommended to her, she could not pass because, well, with all the training that they apparently had every single day, a hard day of training, she can only separate her body parts on 50 pieces, and they don't even pack a lot of power, so what the fuck? But yeah, they go. Saru decides to make a cage or wall of duct tape, so if she strikes, they'll get caught up in in his tape. But they expected that, so the guy that has a glue gun for a head or something, the blow by whatever his name is, he strikes with his glue and he covers them up, which is, to be fair, I was kind of expecting something like this to happen because, again, you gotta have a guy who can shoot glue. Kind of self-explanatory. And they're like, we expected this to happen, so we use this now. As soon as you touch this, we can accelerate the time it's gonna get to sticky. So as soon as it drops down, you gotta get captured. So yeah, that's basically what happens. They're basically a big fiasco. Then the guy who looks like a Cypher from Pokemon cuts something, and he makes something fall, and Sato's like, I know this is at the end, but I need to save at least these two. A bit of a heroic moment for Sato, which makes sense, because apparently he's won a powerhouse, even though he's nowhere near the powerhouses. The actual powerhouses are he barely makes. Now he's barely out of the top 3 worst or weakest students. So yeah, but Bogo is like, he blows the entire trap they are off. So and then the recommended bitch says, get Jirou first. She's the one that pushes the biggest amount of threat, because I feel like she's like the only one that can know where they are over the furthest. And they basically try to smack her down, but Mario comes and saves her. A big thing, he steps on her, uses her as a platform so he can blast them away, and that's where the chapter ends. So yeah, I'm kind of worried that Jirou will basically be like Oriyama from the second round now, because the way they kind of had her was like, granted, they had to do more stuff, and I do believe she had, of the group, she had the second most things she did, and kind of a shipping bait with her and Bakugo, kinda, but yeah, I'm concerned because I kind of think that Jirou kind of needs to have a big heroic moment or something like that, because, well, I don't know if you remember this, but the last arc that was focused on the students, she was kind of one of the 2 big focusers, and she didn't even fucking face the villain, and she was only supposed to perform, which even that arc, I believe, was undermined from Eri smiling, so her big moment that we were supposed to be focused on her was focused mostly on Eri, a person who we already had a giant arc focus on her. So yeah, you kinda need to be saying to yourself, alright, well, Jirou is saying to yourself, in this arc that we are focusing on all of the students, I think we should get at least one big moment from her because, I mean, for God's sakes, as much as as much as the fan base, I'm not including myself because like I always said, I hate Class 1B except a couple of exceptions, but that's mostly because their quirks are just awesome or cool. Not really awesome, just all my quirks, the quirks that I would pick if I had to. But let's face it, at the end of the day, Class 1A are going to be the ones fighting villains. The League of Villains, the main antagonists. If there's going to be a sound-based villain who can make his body into living sound, Jirou will be the one smacking him, trying to beat him because, okay, I may come up with a villain that would only be able, the only way for you to actually damage him would be for you to have a sound attack. Like, her and Present Mark would be the only two people that can actually damage him. Because Present Mark from screaming and Jirou through her equipment she has on her. So yeah, it's going to be her, not this recommended student that well, I'm not sure that villain is going to exist, plus I can only see a couple of problems with his quirk. But still, I feel that's going to be a thing. Not to the things that could happen so yeah, I feel like Jirou needs to have a big moment. Or at least something. For that something to be is, I'm thinking the possibility that she would have would either, I originally thought that she'll be basically the one that will be like, smack Bakugo across the face saying, stop being so you. Every time you want to be the best and all that, you fail. The first battle with Izuku, and that time you lost because you want to prove that Izuku's not where near you because you two are in the same classes. Then the Fortune Cup, you saw it as a challenge, and then you had a fiasco. Oh. But it's kind of being suggested through All Might that right now Bakugo needs to win by saving people, so that's why he want to save Jirou. Oh, also, apparently All Might agrees with me that the things we've seen from Class 1A from this arc are, it's a bit insulting to them. They should do more. Which I can see just the fan base saying, yeah, you may make them do something good, but they should really do more. So yeah. Now, for what I can imagine happening would kind of be like Bakugo making a giant explosion that will blow him and the three, Jirou, Sato, and Cell away, so they will not be in that trap, so they will have to come up with something different. Cell and Sato, considering how they were speaking, what we saw from their expressions, they seem to be more on the lines of, you look fool, you are crazy, you are that. And then Jirou would be like, Sato, calm down. It was a trap. It's not like it's a trap. We also failed. Right now we cannot focus on Bakugo's personality. Right now we need to follow his lead, even though right now we need to trust him and follow up with him because at least he can fucking do something. I can see this. I can see Sato and Sao kind of being pissed off on Bakugo because, to be fair, it's mostly his fault what they would have nearly captured because he didn't exactly make any sort of plans in any case. It was just, I got there, I beat them, and that's it. So I can see Jirou because he's saving her and she already seems to be the most like trying to understand all that. Her being like, we need to be focused. We can't just do that. We need to do more. I can see that kind of thing happening with Jirou. Granted, I would prefer her to like smacking that Cypher guy upside his face with her punch him there and then using her sound to smack him down, but it's very hard to tell. Now, considering how this battle began, I'm beginning to think in this round, it will be 4-0 class 1A, and class 1B will lose. Like the same thing that happened in the round 2, only there will be 1A 4 is captured and 1B 0 captured. Because how Vlad is already fucking saying like, there's no way. Is like I said, thinks that the only reason thinks of them as nothing because Sinch is the one that's been the real problem. Outside that, they are completely defeated. And considering the fact that it's kind of hard to say specifically. So yeah, this chapter was good. I kind of want to see more Jirou, and I hope I'm not gonna be. Please don't. When I was originally reading, I was like, please don't have Jirou lose the first so easily. Come on, Hakoshi, come on. You already did this with Kirishima and Oyama. You cannot do this for the third time just so you can show how terrible class 1B is. Come on. Glad I wasn't reacting like this because I was in school and it wasn't some private part of the school. And it wasn't like I was alone. It was like literally I met a bunch of people, so I could not actually scream that. But that was what I was thinking. Like, come on, Hakoshi. So yeah, I am hoping that we get that Jirou's not. There's not going to be such moments that are gonna be. Please don't make her lose moments. Like I hope she's gonna have a badass moment. Like she's gonna stand up for Bakugo and she's like, he is capable, and she'll knock out one of the 1B students. So yeah, that's what I think, and I like this chapter. Just the beginning of the ending a bit horrible. But so yes, anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it. I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.